hopefully my mic isn't awful. I do have a fan running, but I'm gonna try my best to denoise it completely, so it's not like annoying. Hopefully, hopefully it's good enough. Uh, this is the director's commentary. Ah, ah, the commentary track for Deadpool versus Peter Griffin. I will be using the acapella version because I don't want to risk this video getting copyrighted by because sometimes when you get licenses for beats, like it's only for one-time use. I learned that the hard way with the instrumental release. So I'm just gonna use this just to be safe. I can quickly go over the beat choices in my head just right now, just off the bat. First beat, I wanted something fun and, kind of just dumb sounding, so I picked that beat, and I liked how it sounds. I really like it. It's one of the bangers. The next beat was The Mask. That's good, man. I love that sample so much. It's so fucking it's so funny. I love that beat. A lot of those Too Deep beats, which that is the producer, I bought during like a subscription service they had where they would just hand out licenses, like 5 licenses a month, and you like for like $20, which is an insane deal. Like with stems too, that's like crazy. I don't know if they still do that, because it's borderline robbery that they did that on their end. That I robbed them completely. There's so many Too Deep beats in this. I made them lose a lot of money. What was the next one after that? Yeah, another Too Deep beat. Jeff Bezos. I wanted something techie and like robot, kind of like shit sounding. Goku, I believe that was Anyway Well, and that was a beat I bought probably years ago for a battle that I just never used until this battle. There's a lot of throwaway beats from previous battles before, or previous ideas, that I bought in like packs of beats they would sell on like BeatStars, and they finally got use in here, so that's cool. Hancock, that was another Too Deep beat that I probably got to the subscription service. Epic Rap Battles of Brilliance, that was a beat made by my friend Anwe. Hell yeah. They kind of took inspiration from those old, like, fan mades, where they would have, like, this kind of beat boopy shit-ass Tristan on the track. That's a producer name, Beat. So they just kind of, like, they took a lot of inspiration from that, and that's awesome. The next one is a Diamond-style beat, and I just really liked how it sounded. Had a really nice, good sound to it. There's not much other reasoning than that. For the X-Force verse, I wanted something a bit like futuristic and kind of like Terminator sounding, because it was going to be taking place in the future, Days of Future Past setting, and it was going to have cable and all that. So I believe I bought that beat for like an idea I had when I was a kid, when it was like Wolverine versus Terminator, and I was like, damn, that's cool, I should do that. So I got the beat. I didn't get stems with it. I just had the MP3, and I think I did end up using it before this in like a YouTube short, where I used to do those like YouTube short battles where it was just 2 verses, 2 like 8-bar verses each. I forget which one, but I did use it before. I think that's the only reuse beat I have. Oh, dude, I thought it was censored for a second. That's kind of funny. The next one is another Diamond style beat that I probably got in a pack. Just a fun beat. Just a fun sounding beat. I didn't really need anything else. The Buff Peter section. It is inspired by chaotic rap battles, and how specifically Garrett Chaotic, which, yeah, sure, that's his name. Good old Mr. Chaotic himself, produces. It's based on his like FL Studio production. I really enjoy it. it's so awesome. I love it so much. And Lavi, who produced the beat for me, God, she did so great. It sounds to a T to what those beats sound like, and it's so awesome, dude. It might be one of my favorite verses here, followed by probably what is my favorite verse, which is the Trapped in the Closet section. Obviously I needed something that sounded like Trapped in the Closet, and I had to rote to the to the Closet beat, so I needed I needed it in the same key and BPM. BPN? That ain't real. So I had my friend Dr. D like produce what's basically just is like a copyright free version of the Trapped in the Closet beat. And the reason I did that is obviously so I don't have like all of my money that I made from this battle go to R. Kelly's little greedy hands, so he can use it to get out of jail. You stay there. Obviously the little mask. This is hell versus fucking heaven, dude. This was another Too Deep beat that I had. That I just had the license of, and I was like, oh, I'll use it. And I used it, and I liked it. It's very, like, horrorcore sounding, and I really fuck with it. I wanted some... for the fucking Diss Raps for Hire parody, I wanted something that sounded like an ERB, something like they would use, so I wanted something kind of like... ha, 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 ha. Like, I don't know. Kind of like... in, like, an echo... Is there even, like, a way where you could... orchestric? Is that a word? We'll find out. But I don't know. I wanted something that kind of sounded like an old ERB. And I don't know. I think I chose it perfectly. It's so fucking dumb. I love it, dude. Green Lantern. This was a really late edition. I had to look through all of the beats I had, and a lot of them I didn't like. But there's this one beat by Insane Beats I had found. Which I bought in another pack. I used to buy a lot of beats in packs for in, like, deals and stuff when they were like under $100, and it was so cool. I can make rap battles forever. Yeah, that was another beat I got from one of those packs, and I really liked it. I don't know. I thought it sounded nice. I didn't really need anything much out of it, so that's why I chose it. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, Kermit. I think I made this beat in Soundtrap. And for the Slender Man verse, I bought that from Insane Beats. That comes from another pack. 2 of those, I don't count them in the battle, but if you want to, they're there. I won't explain Kermit. I'll explain Kermit and Slender Man, actually. Sure, I'll do it right now, just off the bat. Or maybe I'll do it towards the end. I'm sure you're clamoring just to get in this. I talk too much. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's begin. And pause. This intro was something I had in the back of my mind since early 2024, where I wanted a kind of like Cartoon Network, like kind of core bumper at the start of each battle that kind of had like a memorable sound to it, you know? So that, like, every time you click on a video, it'd be like, oh, it's that. So, going forward, this is what I'm going to use, and this is the logo I have, where it has, like, pieces of other logos, like, put on it, and it looks really cool, and Commander Jacob made that. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it, and this animation is done by Peebs, and they're just fantastic, dude. This little dude, I originally drew him in early 2024, because that's when I thought of the rebrand. Originally, my profile picture was just like a threeple drawing of me, you know, and it looked kind of like Steven Universe, and I didn't like that because it's just some guy, just some Cal Arts looking dude, and I didn't think that was really representative of the channel I had. So I had this little dude drawn up. It's not me. I like to think it's something different. Has like cool little hair, has a cool little mask, kind of looks like Tiki Toby, but you know what? We'll roll with it. I like it. He's blue. Blue's good color. What's your favorite color? Put it down in the comments below. If you're watching this and you haven't put your favorite color yet, I'm gonna kill you. Straight up, dude. Right now. Favorite color. And don't have it be some bullshit like green. I will find you. I'm sorry for lashing out at you. I'm just very passionate about colors. It's very nice. Okay, so funny thing about this. Originally the battle was supposed to have like a Batman versus Spider-Man like fake out section where like it was gonna be rap battle, Batman versus Spider-Man, and Batman was gonna be like, I'm Batman, you're Spider-Man, I'm gonna hit you with a fucking frying pan, and then it was gonna zoom out, and it was gonna be Peter Griffin be like, this reminds me of the time I was in a Fire Marker rap battle, and then it was gonna like shoot up to like my banner, and it was gonna be like, oh, the Batman logo. Boom! Now it's Peter Griffin versus Deadpool. Because this is my original banner. What it looked like. Originally, I had a banner of just rap battle logos. Of what I was thinking at the time. And I think in mid-2024, I wanted to fuck with people. So I just started putting a bunch of bullshit on here. Like, I'll tell you which ones are fake, sure. Mario versus Sonic. This could have been any Mario character versus any Sonic character, and I think it's really funny, so I just put it on there. This is Fork versus Spoon. I really wanted to mess with people. I really like the idea of Fork versus Spoon. Let's get that chain going. This is Fortnite versus Minecraft with a Reddit Nation approved like sticker next to it, cause I really like that idea. I think it's really funny. This one is GTA versus Pokemon. I just thought it had like 2 recognizable logos and it'd like throw people off. The rest are real. I don't know if they're gonna happen. Probably not. Probably yes. That's up to me. But right in the middle here is Spider-Man versus Batman, which was another fake one. And in this sequence, I have it kind of zoom in and you see, you know, the real battle pushes all of them out of the way. And it's rap battle, Peter Griffin, Family Guy, and please, Deadpool battle. So yeah, this logo was drawn up by, not drawn up, it was, I don't know if it was drawn up, we'll find out I guess. It was drawn up by someone, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put it flashing right now. Just big letters. Find that person. Follow them on the street. Follow them on the street. Kill them for peaking. Honestly, they're never gonna surpass this. Never gonna surpass working for Fight Market Rap Battles. Deadpool versus Peter Griffin.
Dull. Peter Griffin.
So, obviously, with the idea that it's in my YouTube banner, it's on my YouTube page, I have this community post, which is real, where it just shows me as Peter Griffin, and the title card is inside of it, and it's moving, and it's like, oh my god, it's real! Fuck off. Oh my god, it's real! Yeah, it's nice. I thought it was a cute idea. I still think it's a cute idea. It's a good idea. And then it grows down to this, just to tell you how long I've been setting up this battle. This is a real community post. Not with this exact image of Deadpool, but this like live action version with like the 3D. This is modeled, by the way. The 3D modeled background is a recreation of an actual still of Deadpool from like a comic. It's a comic panel, and the thing with that panel is, I think years ago now, probably, I had posted it with that image and said, give me your best Deadpool matchups. In fact, I think I asked this the year before, but I wanted to get more options. I wanted to get options that rhymed or something. Because I originally, I'll say it when I continue, hold on.
Is Deadpool.
Looking at it now. Okay, Deathstroke the Mask, Bueller the Postal Guy, Harley Quinn, Bugs Bunny, and yep.
Originally, that was a play on Jay-Z's Monsterverse from like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, where he was like, Godzilla, King Kong, something, Loch Ness, Goblin, Ghoul, a zombie with no conscience. Like, originally that was gonna be the flow, and the thing is, none of it rhymed. None of the suggestions I got rhymed, and I was so sad. None of them, like, I think I got, like, Red Hood, and I was like, oh, I guess I could say Robin. And I hated it, dude. It was awful. I was so sad I couldn't get it in. I really liked that idea. But I did this instead, which is a bit more original. But I don't know if anyone... No, probably no one caught that was the original, like, joke with it. But, you know, it evolved to something else. This idea with the title cards in his hand, I really like that idea. I don't know. There's something real meta about it. And you can see at the top of each one is an actual comment that suggested the character. Yeah, you kind of... You see that I kind of had to stretch for Postal Guy. Which, now that I think about it, could have been Postal Dude. Because originally, the couplet was like, the Postal Guy, and then I probably had another rhyme. Or I think it was, because someone suggested Lobo, and then Pinkie Pie. So I think the rhyme for Postal Guy was supposed to be Lobo Pie. But I took it out. Because I hated that. That's awful. But then I put in a Green Lantern joke. So yeah, damn. I could have just said Postal Dude, but, you know, we find things out, I guess.
The Postal Guy, Harley Quinn, Bugs Bunny, and yep, I read all of your suggestions, and I saw none say...
I'll explain that. I don't think I need to explain that, but I'll explain it anyway. Obviously, this is a joke on, like, Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, and he's like, man, fuck Green Lantern. I like Green Lantern, but, you know, it's a Deadpool battle. He's gonna make fun of Green Lantern. It's like, you know, a quick 5 minutes. He's gotta go through all of his, like, banger bits, you know, so he's gotta bring a Green Lantern, you know.
Your suggestions, and I saw none say me versus fight as Jared from Subway.
That was I'm really proud of that joke. I think it's really funny. Originally, it was gonna be like, I think the original couplet was "fuck the fans and the characters they want to. They get fight in a Navy GN costume." But that just objectively isn't as funny as Jared Fogle, the pedophile. So I swapped it out with that. I also just think it's a more Deadpool joke to make. I feel like the angry video game nerd is such a strange reach for a character like Deadpool. It's not, like, mainstream enough to play on. So, you know, that's why it's Jared Fogle. And there's me as Peter Griffin with the Jared Fogle title card. Funny bit. Oh, yeah.
Wait. Oh, whatever. Here's my first issue. I barely give enough a fuck about you to diss you.
This is the ERB reference. It's a Deadpool battle. It's a Deadpool fan thing. It's gonna reference anything and everything. I think it's a really smart play to have him reference the ERB he was in, because this is a fan-made ERB. And, I got a few comments saying it ripped it off. I don't really think so, because it's kind of like blatantly, this is just the ERB. I did tweak the line to be more of a diss towards the other guy, but no, it's very much, yeah, this is clearly ERB. I'm like, if I was trying to, like, rip off ERB, I wouldn't have had the same exact background,
here's my first
the same
issue.
exact flow.
I barely give enough a fuck about you.
And these are the same exact, like, shot for shot, like, what they did in, like, the video, too. It is a homage? It is a homage to ERB's Deadpool, because I think they deserve it. And if Deadpool was in a fucking fan-made rap battle, he's bringing up epic rap battles of history. That's just
I
Deadpool,
barely
man.
give enough a fuck about you to diss you. Step on the beat with me, you'll surely die trying. You've heard of dry.
But I'll go back to that. This is kind of it's a fine bar. But what I really liked about this is how the katanas shine and how his eyes does that. I believe I did that with the liquefy tool. It looked great. I was really surprised at how like good it looked. Cause I didn't know that the liquefy tool had like an anchor point where you can like kind of change what it attached to and how it moves, and you can just have it move with the thing and not have it like fuck up the entire image. That sounds really dumb, but you know, my Adobe people, they know.
Brian, you've heard of drive-bys, I'll give you.
And that's a Green Owl, fan of the channel, friend of the channel, you know, steering a paper cut out in the shape of a wheel, because, you know, that's how we roll at Five Marker Industries, dude. And, you know, obviously he's in the taxi from the movie, and that's supposed to be Dopin.
I'll give you a drive.
And then, yeah. What a fun little shot this is, dude. Oh, I hope this worked. This subscribe now thing. I really hope it worked. This is a Joe Hoto. Joe. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm Mexican, so I guess that says more about me than on them. But I'll do the same thing. I'll flash it on screen. Follow them, kill them. Hashtag kill them. That's them as Brian Griffin, and they put their everything in Brian Griffin, bro. Pause. They put their everything into this role, dude. They went for it, and that was so awesome to see. They did so much shit that like a lot of it didn't get in the video, and I feel like an asshole, dude. It was awesome. I need to get them in more stuff. It was cool. God. This image is obviously the meme of the car, the veiny like hand thing, and there's like usually like a kid here or something. And it's like, no, please don't kill me, and it's like, no. In the rear view, it's actually two characters that the actors from the movies played in the Marvel Universe. It's the guy from Blade, don't know his name, and it's fuck, not know his name, but it's the Indian Spider-Man from Spider-Verse 2, whatever that one was called. Good movie. As I forgot it. Good movie. Bad movie. Fuck it. Fuck Spider-Verse 1. Fuck Spider-Verse 2. I caught a glimpse of Spider-Verse 3. Worst movie of all time. Honestly. Somebody gotta go kill the directors.
Brian!
Like that. That is Pixel Chris as Stewie. When I got the Brian footage, I kind of wanted Stewie to kind of match that level of like just, you know, like when you look at it, you go, So, yeah, I got my friend to just put on a bald cap, and he's Stewie. That's basically Stewie. I think originally, oh no, I think I was supposed to take his head off in this shot and put it on a doll, which I do for the other shots, but I think in this shot I was like, you know what, it's fine. You make up your mind. You know, you can like, connect the dots of, oh fuck. I'm so glad we see more of this shot later, cause I'm really happy with it. It's so stupid. Oh fuck it, God, dude. Love the actor who
Your
played
time
Brian.
travel
So
episodes
cool.
are mad dumb. I thought pilots used to be a thing you ran
I
from.
didn't explain that was the... Oh, fuck. That was supposed to be a Brian getting run over joke. I feel like you're smart enough to catch that. My bad.
Time travel episodes are mad dumb.
The Stewie Brian, you know, time travel episodes.
I thought pilots used to be a thing you ran from.
The meme of... And the scene of like Peter Griffin fucking running from the plane, and that's connecting on pilots because they go back to the pilot and they kind of rely on what they did and not what they're doing for a lot of their humor now.
Every now and then your writers come up with something to remind the audience of when you were sort of funny.
Yeah. So, right there, I'm beating the fuck out of my chicken. I'm just going for it. I made this doll of the chicken from Family Guy. And I just have him. Originally, I thought it'd be cool to like do like different like settings, as in like different settings of time. Like it's like winter, it's like summer, it's like day, it's like night. But I thought that would kind of lessen the joke, and it would just kind of more visually be cool. And I didn't really care for it as I was editing it. You know, I was like, you know, that I can do that another time. This joke lands fine with just this. Dude, I hate that chicken, man.
Then your writers come up with something to remind the audience of when you were sort of funny. Killing attention spans were next to some surfers.
That's Commander Jacob as the Subway Surfer. I just realized I didn't say who plays Deadpool. Suizki is doing the voice for Deadpool. They're Canadian, and they've played Deadpool in the past, and when I was younger, I saw them do a Deadpool battle, and I was like, dude, that's Deadpool. That's clearly Deadpool. And I'm so happy with that cast. They did so well. Especially because when you're one of the two consistent characters, Peter Griffin and Deadpool, you have to do so much shit. You have to like rep almost like 5 battles in this one battle. Agreeing to this is such a level of commitment that I'm surprised he agreed to, but I'm so happy he did, because I wouldn't have had it any other way, dude. I love him in this role. Taiga as well. Again, one of the two consistent parts, takes an immense level of commitment. Taiga brought it, dude. I love them as Deadpool. I always imagined Deadpool as lengthier, kind of like the Wolverine versus Hulk movie Deadpool. I always imagined Deadpool like that, and they wear the costume so well. I did the mask, I did the weathering on the suit, and they added a couple like accessories to kind of make it look more full. But yeah, man, I couldn't have asked for a better Deadpool in this battle. Ryan Reynolds can eat the fat one, dude. This is good.
Surf.
This is obviously, I forgot to even Peter Griffin needed to explain the joke. It's a TikTok joke. It's like a shorts joke.
First,
like,
damn, you fuck with children's heads worse than Herbert.
You fuck with children's head versus you you mess with children's heads more than Herbert, the pedophile, traumatizes kids. That's the joke. Pedophilia. Hell yeah.
Search unfunny moments, and here's what you get. Oh,
I'm sad we don't get to see this room more. I spent a lot of time modeling it, and it's cool, man. I love it, dude. I photo scanned like a Wolverine figure, and you see it right there. And I photo scanned the fucking Spider-Man joystick from the JonTron battle. And there's Deadpool's little belt, like that teleportation belt he had. He used to have. I have it just here because I think it's cool. There's a lot of like nuggets of cool Marvel shit that I put in this background. I'm really proud of it.
And here's what you get. All of the seasons after McFarlane left.
And it's like, yeah, that's a joke on fucking Family Guy being unfunny. Because it is. There comes to a point where there's only so many things you can do, like as a comedy show, that yeah, you're gonna lose steam, yeah, you're gonna be unfunny. I don't blame Family Guy for being unfunny, but they are, and I'm using it for my rap battle.
And Todd McFarlane is the better comic writer. Ha!
That is a just kind of, it's kind of a throwaway joke, but there is something there. Todd McFarlane writes comics. His name's McFarlane. Seth MacFarlane is a comic. He is a comedian. He writes funny shit, you know? In a way, he's a comic writer. That's the joke. It's the play on comic and the two double meanings of comics, where it's comic books and comics as in stand-up. That is the joke, and also McFarlane, and also... So that is an intentionally really bad rhyme, and you should never use an ad-lib to rhyme with something unless you're good at rapping. Then, you know, take my advice and fucking throw it out the window.
What? I needed a rhyme for...
I'm really proud of this joke. You know, play on the classic, you know, Peter knee meme. He's like, kicks him in the knee. I've seen many people say he kicks him in the balls. It does kind of look like I get kicked in the balls. But, you know what? Up to interpretation. He gets kicked in the balls, he gets kicked in the knee. If you really want to, I get kicked in my head.
And you look like the Blob at his cubicle job, but I think...
So, the Blob is a fat ass from Marvel. That's insane wording. Here's the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. I photoshopped my friends to look like the Brotherhood. There's Nugget, there's Flex, there's me, old, and there's, what's... Tyga, dude, I'm the worst friend ever, and there's Cole to Cole.
Cubicle job,
and there's Cole to Cole again. I photoshopped them to look like the Brotherhood, and then I just had an image of Cole made up to look like some fat guy in a cubicle. I think it was just a collection of Adobe images I slapped together.
I think I'd rather just describe you in a song.
That is... Oh, wait, fuck, I've completely forgot the fucking little knee thing. At the back there, yeah, that's a continuation of the knee joke from earlier.
Rather just describe you in a song. Every day he's obese, down those beams like a big Wolverine. My face is one that my mother won't see, and somehow, fatty, you're more ugly than me.
Every day he's obese, he's fat, downing beers like a big Wolverine. Wolverine drinks beers. He's ugly, you know, my face, someone would rather see. Somehow, fatty, you're more ugly than me. That is a play on the Family Guy thing. Every day, all it seems, Fazbear Freddy's, Marvel TV, whatever the lyric was, I forgot, I'm out of it. But yeah, that's the whole bar explanation. This part is edited. I had Tyga draw like a bunch of circles on their face with marker. And I went into EB Synth and I kind of added in the reds of the burn marks and kind of made their skin look all charred. I originally had like a texture over it, but it didn't really translate well, and that was kind of unfortunate. But I still think it looks fine. What I'm saying is it's digital, but like under it is like, imagine Tyga's face, and they just have like the shapes of these in blue marker, and that's basically what that is. And I also made their teeth more yellow.
Holy crap, Lois!
It's like, holy crap, Lois. It's fucking Deadpool from Spider-Man, dude. That's the joke there. I slammed the door on this bum.
Crap, Lois!
Boom.
Spider.
I was really proud of that timing. I'm also really proud of this like cut, cause
Lois.
It's kind of seamless. No, it's not. Spider-Man's ugly. He's calling him Spider-Man. He's saying he's ugly.
Spider-Man's ugly. The Canuck would help
more if he stayed away from me. The Canuck, you know, Canadian.
Help more.
You know, the classic joke of, you know, friendly Canadians. Canadians helping. You know, in Family Guy, they help Peter and Meg do something. I forgot. I haven't watched a show in a while. But, you know, that's a joke there. He would help more if he stayed away from me. Another play on him being ugly. And there's Lois. Lois really fucking hates Wade's face, dude. He's an ugly motherfucker.
Or if he stayed away from me. When it comes to powers, this marks are the lamest. Breaks through 4 walls, but stuck on 4 stages.
Play on breaking the 4th wall. Play on getting stuck at the 4th stage of cancer. He is, at least in the movie, he is permanently stuck with his cancer. He can't die from it, but he's stuck with it, and that's why he looks like that, I guess, in the movie. I don't know, but I think it is a good line. Oh yeah, and here's the whole gang.
Welcome to Quahog. I'm glad that you visited. Because sometimes I forget what an actual Griffin is.
Welcome to Quahog. That's the fucking place where the Family Guyers live. And Griffin is you know, a mythical beast with a bunch of animal parts, kind of like thrown on together by God. Why did he do that, bro? Was he bored? In a way, Marvel was bored, and I guess No, yeah, just Marvel was bored. This is Deathstroke's head. This is She-Hulk's arm. This is Katana's, I guess, from Deathstroke. I just wanted Katana's in there for the silhouette. This is Spider-Man's body, and this is Wolverine's other arm with his claws. I'm really proud of how this looked. These are actual shots I had to film, and I believe this is Tommy Salami as Spider-Man's body. I just took it from his footage, and the rest is me. The rest is me in a muscle suit for these two, and this is just the Deathstroke mask I showed earlier.
What an actual Griffin is! Remember when superheroes were just here for laughs?
Peter, what are you doing?
Rap.
What?
It's like crack. It's like crack. You know, the classic joke crack. I just realized I didn't fucking... Let me go back here and let me say who played who in here. Just real quick. That's, fuck. I don't know if they have a YouTube anymore, but they're mid-champ. You know, you probably find them in the credits of stuff. That's Dylan's awesome. You'll see him later. That is Mia's Deathstroke. Okay, cool. Mia's Deathstroke. I just threw on a costume. That is probably footage from a long time ago for Midge Champ. Ooh, fuck. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I'll flash it on the screen. That's them as Postal Dude. Hell yeah. Looks great. That is Seance Fiance as Harley Quinn. They went for it. Insane. I think I gave him like a couple days, and he like fucking swung, dude. Looks awesome. That's the Bugs Bunny footage from John Trump vs. Scott the Woz. That's Grassman. And that's me as Green Lantern. I look great. I look great Lantern, honestly. Let's go back. I didn't say who played Lois. That's Toonie Looney, or Looney.Toonie. Depending on, I guess, the platform. But, yeah. That's them.
Those were just here for laughs.
Peter,
I fucking forgot the rest of the fucking gang, dude. Oh, I'm the worst. That's Power of Dan is Chris. It's Garbage Gothic is Meg. Look how they go for it, dude.
Quahog, I'm glad that you visited. Because sometimes I forget what an
White
actual
people when
Griffin
there's
is.
fucking
Remember when
crackers at
superheroes were
functions,
just
dude,
here
they
for
go for it.
laughs?
Peter, what are you doing?
Rap.
What
You
the
went to
fuck?
Ajax to get your cancer erased, only to erase 99% of your
face. Hell yeah, this is Face Sap Taiga, and that's just the image of Freddy Krueger. That's just a Ajax joke. It's just like a germ joke. Sure.
Now you're in a rut. Ring of dominoes, you pizza-looking fuck.
It's a play on Domino's Pizza. Domino the character. Vanessa left you, and now you're in a rut. That happened in the movie. I think originally, before I saw the movie, I was like, oh, Vanessa died. Now you're in a rut. Ring of dominoes. Pizza looking fuck. But then it was like, oh, well, Vanessa left you. Now you're in a rut. Ring of dominoes. Pizza looking fuck. Oh, yeah, pizza looking fuck. Because the burns. It's like orange, red, yellow. It's like the pizza color. There's Free Palestine in the background. Hell yeah.
Pizza-looking fuck. Only in Origins you ain't know that bad.
That's Taiga's Origins Deadpool. Only in Origins you ain't know that bad because he was silent. Fuck yeah. Good job.
Hey, love it except for the cast. Now you got Reynolds the task. He plays you without the suit and the execs couldn't check.
That is a joke about Ryan Reynolds and how his range kind of sucks. He kind of just plays Deadpool all the time in every like streaming service movie you can think of. And it's kind of lame. You know, I want to see an A24 film out of Ryan Reynolds. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I never want to see another movie again.
You ruined his films.
I actually really
Shut up,
liked
Meg.
Yeah,
We
shoot
had
Meg for bad takes. We should do that all the time. That's just a little funny joke I wanted in because I thought it was a funny joke.
enough of
Following,
Reddit's.
just pretty decent writing. Reddit's favorite super, or I think we had enough of Reddit's favorite super. It's kind of just making fun of Reddit as a platform and like the type of person who actively uses Reddit. They're very like Deadpool shirt humor. Deadpool shirt, you know. Fuck, I can't think of anything else. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like 18 Deadpool memes. Yeah, dude, I'll probably flash a couple, because, I mean, that's what's going through my head. Read his favorite
Super and his rapey humor. Fucking Amy Tuma.
So, you know, rapey humor. Deadpool, he's a toucher, dude. I think even in his movies, yeah, he touches people. He gropes men, like, all the time. Avid sexual assaulter Deadpool, dude. No one does anything about it. I mean, just crazy. They just let that shit fly. Amy Toomer. That is a good joke. That is a good line. That is an amazing line. Amy Schumer is a comedian. I believe she had an infamous joke about date raping someone. I think she said it on the Jimmy Fallon show, Jimmy Kimmel show, the Jimmy John show. She said it there, and as I was writing favorite super rapey humor, what rhymes with that? Amy Schumer. Amy Toomer! 'Cause cancer! Great joke me. Yeah, dude, I love that joke. It's a funny joke.
Tuma, so pay me, loser. This shit was trash. Except this one verse where I kicked
your
it.
ass. So that's supposed to be a cutaway gag to the exact verse he's fucking rapping. I thought that was a really smart way to do, like, a cutaway gag. Seriously, I guess. But this is kind of where it ends. This is where the battle part ends. I gave you, like, 2 minutes of battle because I was gone for a long time, and also I'm never using Peter Griffin or Deadpool again. Like, seriously, and I wanted... If I was gonna take a serious stab at them for, like, a small portion, I wanted to stretch it out for as long as I could. I wanted to make sure I got in everything I wanted to do seriously first. And then I could have a lot of fun. So this is that fun.
Ass. Holy crap, Lois.
I'm not Lois.
I don't know why I have the mask here. No, I do know. I think it's funny. I think around this time when I was writing this, I had just done, like, Skibbity Toilet versus Learning with Pibby, and I had a bunch of shit happen for no reason. And in a way, this sequence is supposed to satire that humor. Just kind of random characters throwing in just to kind of, like, get a laugh out of you. Kind of, you know? This is kind of my last time doing it. Maybe. Probably not. I'll probably do it again. It'll probably be just as funny. But, yeah, I wanted it in a way, in the same way that this parodies Family Guy by doing the cutaways. Fucking the cutaways. And parodies Deadpool by all the, like, pop culture references. I like to think that this parodies me. Parodies my channel, parodies rap battles as a genre. And this kind of plays into that. So we have the mask show up. It's a character maybe connected to Deadpool. You can find a connection there of, like, comic book characters, wacky. Can't really find one towards Peter, but you see it and you're not... It doesn't throw you off as the next one. But it does throw you off, because it needs to. I'm not Lois, just classic comedy there.
Somebody stop me! I'm smoking the track! How giggity Lois and make more Sons of the Man!
I freestyled that. I was doing the demo for Trapped in the Closet, and I knew the structure of what bits were going to happen when, so I knew that after Trapped in the Closet, I was going to have another mask bit happen. I didn't know what the verse was going to be, but as I was doing it to kind of demonstrate that that's what it was, I just freestyled his first two famous quotes just real quickly. Somebody stop me, I'm smoking the track. I'll giggity Lois and make more Sons of the Mask. And I liked it. It was really stupid. I think after that, I also freestyled, I'm Jim Carrey your ass out of the door, you bitch. Again, really dumb lyric. Like, insanely stupid. But the beat's hard. Dylan's awesome. The video is crazy. You can't help but like it.
Jim Carrey, your ass out of the door, you bitch! I'm the best green guy he's played since the Grinch! Yeah, I heard you're the work with the mouth!
I'll talk about the editing real quick here.
Blowers?
This
I'm not
verse
Lois.
was edited
Somebody's-
by Rabby Battles, good old Rabby Rap Battles, and it looks great. I did the CGI. I think I did like these two guns here.
Pop me, I'm smoking the track. I'll giggity Lois and make more sons of the mask. I'll
I
Jim
did the baby.
carry your ass out of the door, you bitch. 'Cause I'm the best green guy he's played since the Grinch.
This is a digital effect. This is just images tracked to Dylan's face.
Since the Grinch.
And I made his eyes yellow, and I made his teeth bad. So, you know, movie magic.
Stop me, I'm smoking the track. I'll giggity.
I didn't know that effect was gonna work when I filmed it with Dylan, by the way. Dylan's awesome. When I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. Like, I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, as he was filming it and I was watching, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be good. And then as I was editing it, and when we got to it, I was like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do? But after that, I think during that point, I had already edited the X-Force verse, and I had already tracked on a scar to Cable's eye. So I was like, all right, I'll just track on different points of his face, and it'll just work out. And it did! And it did. Hell yeah.
Lois and make more sons of the mask. I'll Jim carry your ass out of the door, you bitch.
giggity
'Cause I'm
your
the best green guy he's played since the Grinch. Yeah, I heard you're the merc with the mouth. Fuck off.
So Deadpool interrupts him, because it is his battle. He does have free will. He is Deadpool. So, you know, and he wants to do his verse. He spent a lot of time writing his verse, so he's going to go for it.
Peter, you're a mess.
Did you just order a package from...
So yeah, this is where you should be completely thrown off. And here's Jeff Bezos. Here's Joe Bro as Jeff Bezos.
Amazon?
What?
And he's in a shitty bald cap, but he looks great, dude. He's pulling that shit off. Did he just order a package from Amazon? No, he did not, dude.
Going prime
Why
on
are
this
you
beat.
here?
Hearing you three
Dude,
was
was
torture.
torture.
I'll giggity Lois and then make some more orders. Alexa just told me some nice information.
What he was gonna say was, Alexa just told me some nice information. Wade Wilson ordered herpes medication. That was the lyric, and I cut it off earlier because I think it's funnier not knowing what the fuck Alexa told him.
No, I have a second verse. Peter, you're a mess.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
Hey, it's me, Goku! Yay! Yay! Dragon Ball Z, Goku. We love Goku. Here's Just Gamer and Lavi as Goku. Lavi provides the voice for Goku. I think what's the word? Reprising Goku from Goku versus Garfield, and I got my friend Just Gamer to get in a wig, get in a costume, and just fucking Goku out, brother.
After this verse, I think I'll go do some training. I'll giggity Lois and then turn super.
Then turn Super Saiyan. I'm so happy with this effect. I think the one thing I would have wanted out of this is maybe having the hair go up, but I didn't know how to do that. So, bye. He's gone now. Funny thing about this, I didn't know this when I wrote this. I didn't know it when I released it. I noticed when someone commented it. Goku dies because he doesn't make anything when he giggity Loises. I guess that's the canon reason now. He just giggity Loises and turns Super Saiyan. You know, you think about the mask. He makes more sun as a mask. Think about Jeff Bezos. He makes some more orders. I guess, dude. Goku could have probably made something, but he didn't. He went Super Saiyan, and when you do that, when you do something against the powerful might of God, he strikes you down. And boy, did he get struck down. I guess in this... So the bit with all these verses is that this is the battle that you were supposed to get. And Deadpool is actively stopping it. So in the actual battle, Goku was supposed to die. Which is really funny. And he was supposed to be... He was killed by Hancock. The Will Smith movie from 2008 that only a couple people remember. I think that's just beautiful.
Cock and asshole, your neck will bend different. I'll giggity Lois and make a couple fresh princes.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a Will Smith joke. Call Hancock an asshole. Call me an asshole one more time. The famous scene from 2008's Hancock starring Will Smith. Your neck will bend different. Just a nice way of saying I'm gonna snap your neck. Giggity Lois. Make a couple Fresh Princes. The show. The 90s show. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Hell yeah.
I can't believe I was in the worst Royale of all time. SpongeBob, John.
As I, like, right before I edited this, I was like, damn, am I even gonna get any of them in? No, I got all of them in, except maybe, like, Drake, which you see for a little bit. Danny is Drake. There he is. Then you see me as Tyler, the Creator. Do I look like him? There's Shamario SpongeBob, which I think we filmed, like, in person at, like, a trip we were on. Just, like, as a community. I thought it was really fucking funny, and I put him in. I think originally it wasn't SpongeBob, John Kramer, Hero Brian. I think originally the order was, like, Adam Sandler, Eric Cartman, Hero Brian. That was the order. But because I liked this specific title card so much and just how dumb he looked, just going for it, I was like, no, dude, it's got to be SpongeBob. And I didn't really like the mouth sound. I didn't like the, like, connection you can make with SpongeBob, Eric Cartman. They're cartoons. I didn't like that connection. So SpongeBob, John Kramer, because that's the furthest thing from SpongeBob. Oh fuck. That's Chazington as the neighbor. I think they joined my server in, like, 2023, and I was like, dude, that's Chazington. Hell yeah. And because this was a big project of mine, I wanted to get as many of YouTuber friends as I can to kind of participate in this, so I had them quickly film this, and I roted them, and they die. That's Power of Dan is Eric Cartman. You'll probably see more of that later down the line, but that's them. That's Corn Cob is John Kramer. I had to go in and make them look old. I think right back there, there's Billy the Puppet footage. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it even moves. It does move. But I don't know if it moves in this specific, like, set of frames. Might not. There's some guy I got off Fiverr, I think Mr. Softbone, as Kendrick Lamar. I had him film something for it because I wanted Kendrick Lamar in there just because I like Kendrick Lamar. He's on, like, he's on the T-Pab, like, background. He has the cap. He has the thorn, which this is a Blender, like, thing I did, and this is another Blender thing I did. They're not real. I think back there's the Good Kid, Mad City car? Van, that's what it was. The van, and I think there might be a brick wall here, but I don't think so. I don't know. I'll have to look for that.
Kramer.
Is there anything else now?
Here.
That's Rabby as Brilliant Afton from the scrap battle we did. That fucking sucks. There's him jerking off as
Brian.
Springtrap. Just fucking going for it.
Hero Brian.
Bam! There's me as Hero Brian. I recorded it really early in 2024 when I had a lot of hair and I had a lot of facial hair. And I was like, okay, it's probably the most I'm ever going to look like Steve. Might as well just go for it. Oh, wait a minute. Up. Or Shamario Scott Pilgrim. I think just while we were meeting up, like, us as a gang, we needed, like, characters still, like, just any character, and we had that hat for, like, a South Park battle, and I was like, yeah, you look enough like Michael Cera, throw that shit on, and let's just go for it. There's the Impractical Jokers, I think. Ooh, never mind, I was gonna say, I think these are the good ones. Nope, that's half. That's, ooh, my bad. That's Rabby as Murr, that's me as Sal. off screen, there's Shamario's Joe, and then there's Gaming Plush 64 as Q. I think one that didn't get in here that it was supposed to was Gaming Plush 64 as Sans. That's upsetting.
Brian.
This reminds me of the time I was in a rap battle with Hero Brian.
Boom, cutaway gag. Yay! I gotta thank Walk for thinking of this name. I just needed a kind of like old online username, and I think that really works perfectly. I did this art, and also I did this logo. Looks great, man. Commission me, bro. This is supposed to be a play on old fan maids. Just maybe like a decade ago. Ooh. Oh yeah, maybe a decade ago. You'd maybe find like a little kid posting maybe like Hero Brian versus Freddy Krueger or something, and they'd have their friend dress up as Freddy Krueger, and he had marker all over his face, and they'd have they just wear like a blue t-shirt and they're Hero Brian. And I think there's something really special about that, dude. Especially because the little kids on a green screen is kind of how this community started. And then we just grew up. And that's kind of how any rap battle channel starts, really. And I think that's really cool. So I wanted to pay tribute to it in this kind of a love letter, weird parody to the community. I wanted to pay tribute to that, and I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really cool if it had like a cutaway gag to it, dude. I'm really proud of this section. It makes me happy. There's Peter Griffin. That's the monarchy, you know, epic rap battles of awesomeness themselves as Peter Griffin. Hell yeah, dude. They're going for it. Let me tell you, they're fucking going for it. Look how they go for it. Oh yeah. And that's Shamario's Hero Brian. It looks crazy. It looks great. This captures the vibe I needed it to have so well, and I'm so happy.
Hero Brian 2.
I also edited this.
Welcome to Minecraft. This world is iconic.
There's a small little cameo from the king himself. Super things on cups. Epic rap battles of cartoons. Epic rap battles of creepypasta. Yeah, he's just right there. I think it was really cool to have Matthew in this section because, I mean, he made battles that looked like this. So hell yeah, dude.
It's iconic. My name is Hero Brian, but I'm evil, ironic.
Did you forget who's the...
Alright, so we get into this section, which is kind of playing off what just happened. Here's the Deadpool version of that kind of parody. And I specifically chose 2013 because I thought that was a very good year to choose. Very good year to choose from that era of the community. And I had Commander Jacob dress up shittily as Deadpool. And it looks...
Merc with the best flow?
Armas de fuego a Pedro como en un Pedro.
So this is supposed to be Guerras Rap, which is a Spanish-speaking rap battle channel. And specifically, this Deadpool still is by one of the co-owners, I believe. I don't know if it's a co-owner or if it's just Cyan Coates' friend, but I'm pretty sure it's a co-owner. They do a lot for that channel. It's done by The Soul. And it looks great. And I'm really happy with how I edited it. I'm really happy with how I captured the kind of like Sony Vegas style. They have done way better videos than this, which I can't do, but I can do this, which is kind of from their early style. I really like that channel. If you speak Spanish, please watch Guerras de Rap. They are so good. Watch the Minecraft one they just put out. It's amazing. This section is kind of just me doing different styles and me paying tributes to different sections of the community and different styles of editing, really. And it looks so good. I'm sucking myself off. I don't know. I love it, man. I love this shit, dude. It's awesome.
Como un Pedro.
That's Danny as the Spanish-speaking Deadpool, and this is supposed to be comic book rap battles. Deadpool versus Deathstroke, and that's why Deathstroke's right there. It's supposed to be like, I guess, an upgraded version, not a really accurate version, more so upgraded version of what that battle, the second one in particular, looks like. Because I love that battle so much, and that's what made me thought of Seth as Deadpool in the first place. It looks great.
22 seasons and you
This
still
was like
trade
one of the
blows?
first things I did. I mocapped and then I like retooled it in Blender. Dude, it looks so good. It looks so bad too, but
And you still
it
trade
looks so
blows
good.
with chickens?
And I have him like create a little. Man, I forgot I did that. That's cool, dude. I had him like create a little hole for Earth 32. The number on O.J. Simpson's jersey. This is O.J. Simpson versus Orange's style, which is my battle. Which, I mean, you could say maybe in the tribute to other channels, having myself thrown in there is a little lame. This is mostly for people who watch me, who watched O.J. versus Orange. This is so they get what's going on. Here's the little popsicle sticks from that battle.
Simpson since OJ Simpson. In Fortnite, I shoot you first, cause you're so huge it hurts.
That's Loco Rap Battles Dilly as Fortnite Deadpool. Both in the audio and also in the game, because he has the skins.
You're the worst, the Simpsons since OJ Simpson.
I want you guys to know something. For this maybe like 5 or 6 second bit, I grinded for months to get that Peter skin. Because I knew I was going to use it for something in this. I grinded hard. I'm happy I did. I have Peter Griffin in Fortnite. Welcome to Fortnite.
I shoot you first, cause you're so huge it hurts.
It's great.
Then kill the verse like it's the fucking Marvel Universe!
Oh yeah, this is done by... Fuck, I forgot. I'm the worst. Flash the name, flash the name, flash the name. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, they do insane Lego animations. They did it for Freshie Cannell. I think just around this time, I got them to do it for this battle as well. Because I had this section where he was like, the Killaverse like it's the fucking Marvel Universe. And I was like, oh, damn, how do I portray that? Oh, Legos! Yeah, tear them apart! Ah! It looks great.
Giving your wife
Giving your wife shit on your daughter, no love. That is a... This is supposed to be CMRB. Rest in peace to them, to that whole channel. Cartoon made rap battles, and how specifically one of the editors, Adroit Wiz, edits battles with this kind of like smooth, like AMV style.
and your
And I
wife
think it's
shit
really-
and you
I did this as well. I did all of these except the stop motion. But dude, it's awesome. Look how cool this looks. I'm
your
so
daughter
happy.
no love.
X-Force,
Deploy from the chopper above. That's one of the actual people from Legend 57. I fucking love Legend 57. Watch Legend 57, man. It's so good. God.
above.
Claws out.
I'm in.
Stop your violence.
Crawl and be silent. Like Hulk when I tried it.
Fuck yeah, dude. This is awesome. I love X-Men, man. I love Wolverine. I'm so happy I got to be Wolverine. I'm so happy I'm Wolverine in this battle. I'm so happy I have this costume. I'm so happy I love... Here's fucking, the X-Men water posted. Fuck. The X-Men Wanted poster from Days of Future Past, the cover art for, I believe, the first issue. And I'm so happy I got all of my friends to just like take photos of themselves, and I just like photoshopped in the X-Men, and it was so cool, dude. It was so much fun. I love X-Men. I hope I get to do like another X-Men battle. But yeah, this is the X-Force verse. This is Wolverine. I had to make each costume in this section look really good, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really glad at how it looks. I think it looks great. This background is awesome. I have a Sentinel moving in the background. I have a helicopter there, dude. This is peak Marvel movie, dude. This is great. Thunderbolts can suck a fat one.
I'm in.
fucking... I'm so happy with this effect. I'm so happy with Silver Fight Marker, dude. How I did this was using a software called Switchlight, which it basically allows you to light footage after the fact you've already done it, by taking the frames of it and extracting like normal maps and like reflection maps and like roughness maps, anything you need that you would use in like 3D modeling and texturing. So basically it gives you that data and you put it into Blender and then you can just light it from there. Or any, probably, no, it's easier with Blender because there's a plugin for Blender. So when I found out about that, I knew instantly I was going to use it to manipulate the original purpose to make me completely reflective, which is something no one had done before. And because the software is so new, no one had thought to done it. I was the first one. I was so happy. One thing I'm not happy about is how maybe Colossus looks costume-wise. The vest was supposed to zip up, and just with the muscle suit, it wasn't gonna happen. So that fucking sucks. But I really like the costume. Fuck. I really like the costume for Colossus. It looks really cool. I think after the fact I warmed up to it being like an open vest, I thought it was really awesome. I wish I had better images of this costume, because I spent like a lot of time like making, if it was completely black, it would look like one of the original like movie X-Men suits, basically, which I don't hate. I don't hate that at all, but I wanted it to be colored because I wanted it to, cause I don't know, I like color. I think Colossus kind of needs his classic like red and yellow, and God, it colored looks so cool, dude. It takes inspiration from the original X-Men films and also like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 Colossus, specifically how like the vest looks and how like, God, I love it, man. I could go on for days talking about these costumes.
Force deploy from the chopper above.
Actually, I will. Okay, so I did the gloves, I did the gauntlets, the claws. They're not ones you put in between your fingers. They're like this toy I have, basically, where like it straps onto your hand because I wanted to be able to move my fingers. The suit, or I think no, the vest I bought, the helmet I bought, then sanded, then painted, then adjusted to put on my head. The shoulder, the pads I made, the pants I made, these boots I made, everything else.
Stop your violence.
I made everything there, dude. Oh wait, no, the vest I bought and then attached a bunch of bullshit on, then painted. These gauntlets I made, these pants I made, the buckle I bought. And this hairpiece is like a Lego hairpiece, basically, for like my human like ass head. It's just fucking giant, like square, like what? Oh God, what are those called? Like not a high top. What are they called? A flat top. Like a flat top, fucking hairpiece. And then I made my eyes white and EB sense.
I will crawl
and be silent. This took a fuck ton, dude, to make. It's just a big ass cardboard shoulder piece, like chest piece, that I made, and then I attached foam onto it, and I just attached whatever the fuck I could to it to kind of make it look like the busiest piece of shit ever. And then I made a robot arm, and then it's just like cargo pants and like gloves and a big ass Nerf gun that I painted silver, and then just my old ass, dude. This X logo was supposed to light up, and I forgot to hit it to make it light up day of filming. I didn't want to go in and make it light up. It's fine. This looks great already.
Be silent.
That eye, obviously, I had it on set. No, I did it in EB Synth, and it looks great. I think there's some shots where it's a shape layer in After Effects, I believe. Yeah. The hair, I just remembered I did roto the hair. So originally on set, I did have a touch of gray hair on my hair, on my actual hair, it wasn't enough, and I wanted to put on more. So I rotoed out just my hair, and I made it wider. And then I also put on a scar on my face, which I don't think you can see that well. Hopefully you can see it well in the video. But yeah, right there is Cyclops' like visor. That's a little touch because he's like his dad. There's like a boom, big blast, and then you see more of the Colossus costume, much more colorful look at it. Then there's Wolverine.
Look when I tried.
Then there's me as the Hulk, which you can barely see, which sucks because I also did a lot of shit to that footage to make it look like the Hulk. I think I had to like increase, like I had to like decrease the size of my head so my body looked bigger in comparison. So it looked like the Hulk, and it was obviously with the muscle suit, dude. That was awesome.
Yeah, I've seen the future everybody in your life's done. We may be X-Men, but you're the giant.
The money decreasing bit is by far one of my favorite bits. I think it's such a dumb idea, and I don't know if I executed it the best, but I hope it was fun to watch at least. I like this. It's just me playing with my toys, dude.
Sized one.
Yeah.
You having trouble?
Yes, I am, Joe.
Then give it.
This is Chaotic Rap Battles as Joe. This is Newbie Boone, the JPEG Dogs maybe now on Twitter as Cleveland, and that's Tyga. Tonic as Disgusting Quagmire.
That rocks! You better look like you if you face Quagmire!
I have like so many takes of them just like hip thrusting and like jerking off in the air. Just cause I think they kept doing it just like while we were filming. And I was laughing so hard because it was funny, dude. There's nothing funnier than just the classic hip thrust, you know, the classic hip thrust and then, you know, a little bit of a jerking off hand motion. That is the funniest shit, dude. I'm a 5-year-old, dude.
You better look like you if you face Quagmire or I'll diggity teen and
Then he died. They killed Quagmire. Unfortunate, but he had to go.
Fears on a bar in the ground as well. When I make man, you don't even brown himself.
Yeah, dude. That's Brodekai as Cleveland's voice. They bring it, bro. It's so God, this verse is so funny.
As well, when I make man, you don't even brown himself.
I need cable only 4 when I watch Cops.
That's an O.J. Simpson little. This was before he died. This was before he died. I just remembered. I think I edited this part in March 2024.
I don't need legs to sing your swans.
That's Carrick as Professor X and their bald ass head, dude. Fuck. As soon as they went bald, I was like, I'm gonna get you as Professor X, and I'm gonna have you blow the shit out of Joe Swanson. Boom, he's dead. And then here's Brian. He fuck, he died. So dumb.
My friends are dead.
They're fine. They're totally.
You're lying.
You're guilt tripping me, trauma dumping. Oh no! Go back! Oh!
For the last time, now face the wrath of Peter
Griffin. Yeah, dude, this is a parody of Chaotic Rap Battles. This is kind of, dude, I love that channel so much. I have so much genuine like unironic appreciation for that channel existing on the internet. I love it, dude. It's one of my favorite rap battle channels. It's so good. Please watch it, man. Please. Oh my God, it's so good. This is a love letter to that series. I love that series so much. I love Garrett. He's such a nice dude. You can tell that he puts so much passion into what he does. I think that's just so beautiful, man.
About to end up more sick when I fucking verbal fever kicks in. Have we even had sex, you virgin? Better be scared when I pen these words, bitch. Everything he's bad was less than worth this word than fucking X-Men origin. Deadpool, you get wrecked, fool. I've been ruled.
Deadpool, you get wrecked, fool. I wrote that before his Deadpool battle, and conveniently his Peter Griffin battle also came out, which I did not know he was making when I wrote this. I wrote this completely far, ahead of those. I'm such a fan of his work. I predicted it, dude. I'm real, dude. I love that shit. I don't play around, dude.
Position red stool, take that your guts to make a mess. You'll be wondering if I'm from med school. I'm a juggernaut, my raps are hot. I break your balls cause Peter conquers. This bitch is afraid, I'm spitting so great. This winner's my name like the Peter Copter. Let's compare our Bryans.
So these other cameos are supposed to emulate like the cameos he has in his battles where it's usually him or a friend. So like this is supposed to be like a chaotic rap battles juggernaut. And I think there's something so special about that. It's just him in a like muscle tank top and you know some fucking red jeans and a little Santa belt and that he's there, dude.
Sir hot, I break your balls cause Peter conquers.
And to be absolutely fair towards the bucket hat, I don't expect anyone to do a juggernaut helmet well. That I tried. That shit's hard. That is one of the hardest things I've ever. Ugh. Give me the bucket hat.
I'm spitting so great, this winner's my name like the Peter Copter! Let's compare our Bryans. My dog and X-Men's director. What?
Right for this is supposed to be Garrett's skinnier friend. This is supposed to be Tyga as that friend as Bryan Singer, and this is supposed to be me as Garrett as Brian, the dog from Family Guy. And this bar is because Bryan Singer's a pedophile. Directed the first couple X-Men films. Pretty big part of the Fox universe. And he's a pedophile. And I don't think he works for any more, I hope he's blacklisted from, Hollywood. But knowing Hollywood, he's probably out there. He's probably directing like a Daily Wire show or something. Is that still a thing? Or is the subscription service still a thing? Let me know in the comments below with your favorite color.
For blacklisted canine molester. Now anytime they ever see
you, cloud up. That's me as Garrett as Wolverine. I thought he'd go for the jacket and the flannel look, like from Origins. He went with the tank top. I'm so stupid. He would have obviously went with the tank top. He needs to show off his like giant arms, dude. Maybe I was just insecure about my lengthy pieces of shit noodle arms, dude.
you got them, they just think of the teens for trauma.
Because I was like, yeah, that's the fuck that he would have went with that.
For trauma, or overshadowed by singer problems, like a Kelly the Singer's opera.
Cutaway gag! Are overshadowed by Bryan Singer problems. R. Kelly the Singer's opera. His beautiful piece of work. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh fuck.
What have you done? You just shot Peter!
This is a Gary's Mod model. I just didn't want to model a whole apartment, so I just took one from Gary's Mod, and it works! This fucking... Trapped in the Closet is such a fever dream, I need you to watch it. Like, in any way that doesn't support R. Kelly, I need you to watch it. It's so good. It's so stupid. It's like, I remember watching it really young when I was with my family, and I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. It was so funny. And then, like, as a teenager, I got reintroduced to it again by, like, my friends, and I was like, oh my god, right, exactly. And I think just on my own after that, when I was an older teenager, I rediscovered it again, and I was like, I should put this in a battle. I should put this in this battle. Again, I mentioned this on the Chazington video. I thought of this whole battle and how it's supposed to play out in one shower. And in that one shower, I was like, I need to put the Trapped in the Closet section right here. And it needs to, I knew it would land, and it landed so well. I love this bit so much, man.
What have you done? You just shot Peter!
Murder Peter!
No, it's Peter!
Rich Peter!
No, I mean...
Hey, Peter! I've heard the commotion, I'm here to take you in.
But you've fallen for my trap and you can't escape, you bitch!
Peter gets up.
Up in Wade's face. Dude, I'm so ecstatic I got Ghetto Ian from Ghetto Smosh in this, dude. I love Ghetto Smosh, dude. I watched that shit so much in 2022. It's so good. It's so good, man. I'm such a fan of that shit. And getting to collaborate with, like, Ghetto Ian was such an awesome experience, dude. The choruses he sung for those, like, Smosh parodies far exceed the original songs, dude. Those original Smosh songs are dog ass compared to, like, the versions they made in, like, FL Studio and probably not a studio mic, like what Smosh had. It's so good, man. Fuck, now I'm just I'm remembering the verses, dude. Ah, it's so good.
Up in Wade's face, he's looking awful mad. I blow a shell up if I need to. Only for Wade to strike back.
There's more fun in store if you open the door.
I get close to the door. I open the door.
Again, when I thought of this bit, I immediately knew it was gonna be punched in the face with repetition, my favorite form of comedy.
Somebody stop me, I'm smoking the track. I'll get Giggity Lois and make more Sons of the Mask. I'll Jim carry your ass out of the door, you.
Boom, and he gets shot and he's dead. He's dead forever.
Right.
They killed the mask.
Oh, you're a mess.
My mic fell
That
down.
geek was a snore. I've seen better.
Okay, so my mic fell down, but we're alright. We're at the last section, the Devil vs. God section.
Masks at a seasonal store.
I've...
Sons of the Mask. I'll Jim carry your ass out of the door, you. All right. Peter, you're a
This was a late edition. This
mess.
was like
That geek was a
lead up
snore.
to
I've seen better masks at a.
the Devil vs. God section. Originally, I had like a kind of cringy, like serious beat play off where Deadpool was like, "Fuck, I don't even want to be in this rap battle anymore, man. I don't even like doing this. You're making me do this." It was something so like cringy and like totally different that I hated it. So I wrote out this dumb bit where he finally gets to do a second verse, and it's ass. That geek was a snore. I've seen better mask at a seasonal store. Are you kidding me? What the fuck's a seasonal store? He's just saying shit that rhymes.
Seasonal store. Why does nothing ever go my
And he knows it too. That's why he goes, "Fuck this shit, man. I don't even like anything."
fucking way? Oh yeah? What if I don't wanna? Huh? Don't make me do this. What does that mean? Oh!
I have no idea what the fuck that was. I just did that because I thought it was funny. I really like the idea of a teleprompter telling these people to say mean things to each other. I think that's really funny. And I like fucking it just being like Dustin, Freshie Cannell, just fucking he's behind it all.
Oh, fuck religion! I don't have any faith! God could strike me down and take my cancer away!
This was on the teleprompter, and that's why he said, "Fuck." It's such a violent.
Did you take me in vain? Oh, poor little Wade. All you've awakened is true verbal pain. You have a choice now. Repent to your sins or...
So he turns to God, because that's... When I was thinking about it, I was like... It needs to end somewhere, and it can't end on, like, some, like, pussy shit note, dude. It's got... We have to go to the top. And we went to the top, brother. God versus Satan. Remember where it started with Deadpool versus Peter Griffin. Now it's God versus Satan. He's here, and he's our Lord. He's God. God, man. This vocal effect is actually taken from Reincarnated by Kendrick.
And take my cancer away!
While I was mixing it, like, the album had conveniently, like, just dropped. Like, within a couple days, and I kept re-listening to Reincarnated. It's my favorite song off that album. I love the vocal effect he did. So I was like, okay, I'll just do that for God. Because obviously. Especially because I think the one I had before was just, like, a little softer Peter Griffin. That wasn't gonna fly, brother. You need some presents.
Me in vain? Oh, poor little Wade. All you've awakened is true verbal pain. You have a choice now. Repent to your sins or bleed and face an epic rapture of his.
That's Power of Danis, Chris. Had him do that. Looked great.
Oh, jeez, Lord.
And that transition is actually an homage to an ERB, an epic rap battle parody. One of the older rap battle series that is unfortunately dead. Or maybe fortunately. Can't do things forever, I guess. It's fine. Yeah, they had like Super Things on Cups as like Chris kind of funnily walk through the screen like this, and I thought that was really hilarious, and I wanted to kind of replicate that because it was funny and I wanted to do it.
Oh, jeez, Lord. I didn't mean those words. I take back everything I said since the first verse. Thank you for healing my tumorous cells.
So now, you know, he's a normal guy, Deadpool.
These burn marks from being the...
Whoa, he's the devil. You know? So now it's Devil versus Satan. They're going
ruler of hell. Marvel's...
I made the mask.
Arcade.
Taiga, it's just the Taiga red. They just painted their face red. They have red button up and a suit and a jacket. Hell yeah.
Just come out to play. I hang with my fist.
Mephisto. That's Commander Jacob as Mephisto. That's O.J. Simpson from the previous battle. It's Newbie Boone or JPEG Dogs. That's Azazel. I don't know what to call them. I'll probably replace that with whatever they want me to credit them as. But that's Azazel as the Unabomber. That's my Grimace footage from a long time ago. Back there are 3D models of my Zodiac killer from like one of my first battles, and that's just a melting Ghostface mask. They're dead. That's Jeffrey Epstein. That's Simply Razzie as Jeffrey Epstein. That's Tommy Salami's friend as Osama bin Laden. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't even remember his name. I'm an awful person.
And spread rumors that he's...
Right. Oh, shit. You see more of the Zodiac Killer model here. I think it was just a Gary's mod, like, Half-Life model. I just put a bunch of shit on. Yeah, that's Ghostface.
And spread rumors that he's gay. So many souls, so many found charred.
I think Jontron's right there. So shit, yeah, I guess it's confirmed he died in fucking Scott the Woz versus AVGN. Then there's Nugget, he's dead. Then there's Hitler, obviously, where he should be, hell. I actually haven't gone into detail about who's on these pillars and what's on here. This is Red from NES Godzilla, one of my first, I think in 2022, one of my first battles. And that's my Sonic.exe like makeup I did for that one scene, and I put it on like a Half-Life zombie model, and I just kind of stuck a thing through it. Back there is just, I think, like a 3D model of my head, and then I put a bunch of bullshit around it, and that's like Edgar Allan Poe. And there's the M&M from that battle on a pike, and these two from a scrap battle, Chills versus Corpse, that's me as Chills on a pike, and that's Snakebite as Corpse on a pike. And you can kind of see his little bunny ear and the little eye. I think that's really
found
good.
charred. I chill
And there's DB Cooper
on my couch and watch himself.
Hell yeah. I think back there is like just like Vigil footage of like King Von laughing, cause fucking it's funny as fuck, dude. This is referencing the Eric Andre is in hell theory. And that's just me as Kenny, and then like the 2 footage I have for that battle currently. Oh shit, yeah, that is, yeah. The other 2 footage I have for that battle currently in the background. For that battle. So yeah, South Park.
Fuck, you're so evil that you're kinda like a...
Fuck this fucking scene, dude. It's because of this. There's Danny as Tupac, and you know he's really going for it. Look at how he fucking moves, dude.
You're so evil that you're...
Hell yeah, dude. There's Brodekai as Eazy-E. There's Dylan's awesome as Kurt Cobain. Dylan's awesome as John Lennon. Josiah Games TV as Michael Jackson, and I believe Newbie Boo JPEG Dogs as Biggie.
Kinda like a villain, and you're so evil.
So. Oh, is there anything else? Yeah, this is Gaming Plus 64 as Kermit. Nope. As Jim Henson. With Kermit, who has another puppet of Jim Henson, who has another puppet of Kermit, who has another puppet of Jim Henson, who has another puppet of Kermit, I'm sure. And this is Stanley. That's right, Stanley.
So evil, I bet you have sex with children and kill them.
So that is referencing the John Wayne Gacy bit from Family Guy.
Have sex with children and kill them, pilgrims.
Hell yeah. That's Bob Ross. That's, is it Da Vinci? Yeah, Da Vinci. Sure, whatever. No, not Da Vinci. Fuck, what's his name? Van Gogh.
And you're so evil that I bet you hate my literature.
That looks so cool, dude. Just a simple Blender little effect.
Sure,
And I'm so evil that I'll waste your finisher.
there might be something in the MCU.
This is one of the first things I wrote. This whole section. It was so stupid. I just went for it. I was really happy with it. This is a side shot. You see more of the Chill's head. There's John Wilkes Booth. There's... Really?
Always your finisher.
There might be
That I edited this probably in December or January. This is really shortly after the United Health CEO died. I just quickly got my friend Matthew Superthenes on Cups to like quickly film this. And the lighting kind of works, so that's cool. There's Abraham Lincoln. It's awesome as Abraham Lincoln. There's a Trump shooter.
something in the MCU, but between us, who
Oh, I think I just had to cram in a bunch of these. Old footage of Otzi from Super Cups. There's old footage of Steve Irwin from Zawsome. There's Wad Serling footage from the Grid Line from Mr. Tibbs. There's Neil Armstrong footage in the background from the Grid Line. There's John Madden footage from the Grid Line. There's Charlie Chaplin footage from a scrap Grid Line. And then there's me as Harry Houdini from my old Harry Houdini.
between us, who's the worst MC?
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself. Damn it.
That's another reference to ERB.
I told myself that.
Ooh. Make sure to write your predictions down in these comments. I didn't see a lot. But I'm giving you enough time to put your predictions down. This is me as Steve Jobs. I don't look like Steve Jobs. It just kind of became a bit. My friend group. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go for it. And I went for it.
Myself that I would never touch this, but just take out the X, and that's who you're in.
Such a dumb line that I wanted to match with an insane visual. That like accurate, like biblically accurate, like angel animation model, I believe came from Sketchfab. You can probably find it. I'll probably find it right now, just because it was already done for me. And I don't know if I credited it, because I might have forgot. Again, this, like, not again, but editing this was extremely hectic, dude. I might have forgotten to credit that specific model and animation, but I will credit it now. Link.
X, and that's who you're in love with.
I just got the wings from Footage Crate, and then I composited it together.
I'll stop making.
Fucking stupid bit. Yeah, here's just a bunch of bullshit. It's a little portal to hell, and he's stabbing Meg, and Chris is just watching. There's Harry Truman from the Grid Line. He's doing his
Chris,
gig,
keep.
and I believe there's Oppenheimer from the Michael Stark battle. And they're together because, you know, what they did. Anything else here? It's just the Brian and the army of Bryans. Dude, he's scary as shit. And then there's Walt Disney and Dr. Seuss from the Grid Line. There's Marge.
And you Stewie for a rich.
Stewie for a ritual. This fucking visual's so dumb. It was like one of the first things I thought of when I was writing this section.
You Stewie for a ritual.
It's so insane. This is crazy. I don't know
Of
why the fuck I
escaping
did
my
this.
maze. It's our miniature.
This happens for such a little time. The chances of escaping my maze are miniature. I don't even think those hands are
Chances of
with the armrest, but I mean, you can't know.
escaping my
The chances of escaping
maze
my maze are
miniature.
This is. I forgot I did this, dude.
And I'm so holy that I always should finish it. I heard Ryan Reynolds gave a bunch of women AIDS, so St. Peter won't let him go through the pearly gates.
That was just a nonsense rhyme. Not nonsense rhyme, nonsense line. I heard Ryan Reynolds gave a bunch of women AIDS. I just thought that was
Women
funny.
AIDS.
And there's Benjamin Snakebite as fucking Ryan Reynolds. Hell yeah, dude.
And Reynolds gave a bunch of women AIDS, so
I don't want to be near that Ryan Reynolds. So St. Peter will let him go through the pearly gates. St. Peter is a biblical thing. He lets people through, I believe. Peter Griffin. Biblical
St. Peter won't let him go through the pearly gate.
Here, there's Harambe, there's Billy Mays, there's Doge. Memes of the 2010s, they're all dead. I think Billy Mays was a little earlier, 2000s.
McFarlane going to
Shout out to Freshie Cannell for letting me use his, like, people waiting in line for a plane footage for this scene. Right there in the middle is Just Gamer as Seth MacFarlane, which is the same costume as Elon Musk. Just kind of happened that way.
heaven. That's not where
it'll be. It's supposed to be McFarlane.
you'll be. You'll die at night.
Oh, hey, I forgot you. There he is. Dude, how do I get him off my screen? I completely forgot I put that there last minute. But yeah, that's not what it'll be. He'll die in 9/11. He just fucking, he did it. The devil did it.
Die at 9/11 and come straight to me.
What an insane shot. Imagine being my friend, and me, like, telling you, hey, can you just fucking wiggle around like you're falling? Like, imagine you're falling in a hole coming out of the ground. Can you do that for me real quick? Thanks, man. And he did it, because we're friends. They were friends. They talked in the DMs sometimes. Yeah, man. I'm so happy with this shot.
And
It's
come
so
straight to me.
Who won? Who's next? You decide. Epic rap battles of.
Don't forget
Get
to watch Family Guy.
The world explodes. Here's the Diss Raps for Hire bit that I filmed on a trip with my
I'm
friends.
Epic Lloyd.
I'm Epic Lloyd.
Oh fuck,
No,
my
the
pizza's here.
Yeah, I have a pizza delivery for Mr. Epic Lloyd.
Gangster. Let me just get your tip.
What?
Epic Lloyd, this shit was fucking trash. It burst in my ears and made me
Shout
want
out
to kill
Hero,
myself.
shout
I
out
needed anything to tell me
Amelia
to
Two
leave.
Hats, dude. I'm such an angry little Mexican dude. Boom, boom. Close your eyes, dude. This next part might ruffle a few feathers. I did really kill Amelia Two Hats. I really did. With my Nike black shoes, dude. Hell yeah. That was really fun making that pizza delivery costume. It was just like a black button-up, which I think early in the morning, I like bought construction paper from like the store, and I just like kind of made little pizzas, and I put it on the cap, and I put it on the shirt. It was fun. I played around with the guts of the head. Ugh, I'm mad, Epic Lloyd. I'm getting back in the stew.
If you think
your little shit's ever gonna make it, you might as well just fucking. You complete the rhyme. I didn't write the rest of it. I'm ad-libbing there. I'm just going for it. Now here's my friend. I freaking forgot we did that. By the way, Rabby is Nice Peter. He is just doing the chorus to Kendrick Lamar's Real. I'm real. I'm real. Oh, really, really real. I'm real. I'm real. I'm really, really real. I'm real. I'm real. I'm really, really real. I'm real. I'm real. And before you know it, everything's gone. Fuck, now I'm just thinking of Kendrick's parts over my mouth. Oh,
Pause and rewind.
awesome to me, Ryan. Shout out Melanie No Surname for quickly doing that on short notice. Really nice person. Oh, yeah. The T-Pad parody in the background, amazing. The world exploded.
I could have saved them.
Bat Spectre as Green Lantern. Oh, dude, hell yeah, dude. I filmed this the same day I filmed that scrapped Batman section, which I believe that costume I did repurpose for the Freshie Canal battle, but dude, hell yeah, man. God, this verse is awesome.
Through dark times, hope rises and blossoms. I'll giggity Lois and create some green constructs.
This is my favorite one. Such a useless piece of shit line, dude. I'll giggity Lois and then use my powers. I'll giggity Lois and go and do this. I'll giggity Lois and boom. You know, it's such a. He is making something, to be fair. So he is within the rule.
Green Lantern, baby. Remember every vowel. Or next time you'll have a word with the Lantern Council.
Those are just my friends photoshopped to be old and blue, and with a robe.
When shit like this happens, I'm wondering where peace went.
I still feel like my CGI was pretty decent.
Bat Spectre did amazingly. RNG, who edited that verse, amazingly. Shout out Rabby for editing. I believe he edited The Mask, and he edited Trapped in the Closet. Excuse me. And Buff Peter Griffin. Shout out Rabby. Oh yeah, dude. This battle rocks. It's amazing. Valzone as Meg was a casting I had, and I recasted it, but I still wanted to get them in somehow, so I just had this really sad, melancholic image in the background. And thank you so much for watching, obviously. I think Rabbi also did the credits.
You're gonna learn today that the song likes to hip hop. I'll giggity Lois and make them up a baby spin off. It's not easy being.
Okay. Oh, forgot we put that there. That is, those two verses, the Slenderman and Kermit verses, they aren't real. They aren't part of the battle. They are treats. They are treats for you watching what's basically just the same content, just with like slightly different, things. Just the beats, just the audio. I don't feel like that's fair to you if I'm just releasing that and you're not really getting much out of that. So I wanted to put those two little verses there, just so there's still something there for you. And I wrote them in like 2 seconds, and I just used reused footage. The Kermit was from the Animation vs. Anything. The Slenderman footage was from Slenderman vs. Hero Brian from Reboot Rap Battles. And it was Tygatonic as Slenderman as the video. And it was Michael's hand, I suppose, as Kermit's video. But for the audio for Kermit, it was just Gamer. And for the audio for Slenderman, it was me. Hell yeah, man. This battle's awesome. I'm really glad I could do this. I'm really glad. I've been meaning to do a director's commentary for a while, just in general. But I'm really happy I got to do this. I hope this was interesting. I hope I didn't. I was probably annoying as fuck. One more thing I want to say real quick. I lost a lot of footage I wanted to put at the start and the end. So that sucks. So this is mainly to just kind of tie off something I wanted to say. The director's commentary kind of sucks. I don't know. I feel like I don't really answer a lot of people's questions, that like the bigger questions. So if you have anything you want to ask me about the battle, just ask away. I'll answer in the comments. But one more thing I wanted to say is, like, speaking to, just like with my voice. Thank you for 5 years, dude. It is so, it's so surreal that I've been doing this for that long. And it's even more surreal that it's working, kinda. I dedicated so much time to Peter vs. Deadpool. I'm so proud of it. And seeing what it accomplished post-release is so overwhelming, like in a really good way. I don't think I can follow it up, and that isn't me saying I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I just want a divider between, if you take these past 5 years, Peter versus Deadpool is what I have been building up to. I really like that feeling of building up to something again. And, like, not again, but I like that feeling of building up to something. I want to do that again. I kind of want to start anew. I don't want to erase, like, the past 5 years. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I want to section it off. Kind of like into seasons a little bit, or like, I don't want to call it seasons. I don't know. I feel like that's too boring. Maybe volumes. Also, cause like a fucking 5-year-long season, dude. You've never heard of that? Come on. Volumes take a long time though, so I might just stick with volumes. Or I don't know. We'll workshop it, but I want 2020 through early 2025 to be volume 1. And Peter versus Deadpool is kind of that like finale for like that saga, you know? And going forward, I want to start building up to my next Peter versus Deadpool. I'm really excited about the next 5 years. Thank you all who just tuned in because of Peter versus Deadpool, and especially thank you all who were here 5 years ago for me as a fucking shithead 14-year-old dressing up in as fucking Edgar Allan Poe with a shitty mustache, dude, and my beautiful my beautiful hair. I'll never get that back, but fuck, man, thank you. Viva la fight marker. I'll be in the fall, hopefully. I'll come back in the fall. If I don't come back in the fall, you know me. I don't make I've missed so many deadlines for Peter versus Deadpool. If I don't come back in the fall, I'll come back in the winter. If I don't come back in the winter, I'll come back the spring. I don't know. I'll be back. I hope it's in the fall. I'm planning for the fall. I'll see you soon.